Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I haven't done a music theory video in quite a while now, so I thought it would be time to shoot another one and put it out there. Today we're going to be talking about intervals. Not intervals the band, but intervals within music. If you don't know what intervals are and you're not familiar with it, all it is really is the title or the name given to the distance between two notes within music. So like say the distance between the 3rd fret and the 7th fret, 3rd fret and the 5th fret, that kind of thing. Obviously we're relating back to guitar in this video and in this example because I'm a guitarist. But like intervals go across every instrument, piano for example. As you can see here, I've basically wrote out a kind of list of the intervals in the order that they follow. This is the list that I use to teach intervals in my guitar lessons and to kind of break it down, and I think it's the most practical and useful way. It's the way that I learned and practiced it and stuff like that, so I basically follow that for that reason. I'm just going to break it down a little bit for you, okay? So if you can see this sheet right here, I've tried to write it in bold and as big as possible. It goes minor second, major second, minor third, major third, perfect fourth, tritone, perfect fifth, minor 6, major 6, minor 7, major 7, and then finally octave. Alright? So you've probably heard of octaves before, you've probably played octaves before. Those chords are kind of named after the interval, basically, because obviously an octave is two of the same note played together. What I do practically to learn and practice intervals is I start right in the middle, okay? Perfect fourth, right? The way I apply this to guitar is across two strings, so let's say the E string and the A string, okay? A perfect fourth interval is basically essentially a power chord. Say for example you're playing the 5th fret of the E and 7th fret of the A together, that's a power chord. That distance between those two notes is a perfect fifth. Okay, so I use this as a midway starting point, and to figure out the ones below that and to figure out the ones above that, I just adjust from there. So what I do is I start with a power chord, the perfect fifth. If I want to know what the ones this way are, I'll move a finger down each time. So you've got that interval that you're used to, a power chord shape. A tritone, move your finger down one fret, so for example the 5th on the E and the 6th on the A. Perfect fourth down again, so 5 on the E, 5 on the A. Major third down again, so 4 on the A, 5 on the E. And then it just kind of follows from there. You're just moving down a fret each time on the A string, and the E string always stays the same. A minor second is just a semitone, and a major second is just a tone, okay? So you're most likely familiar with what a semitone and a tone are, alright? They are the first two intervals in this order, so it should be fairly easy to figure out and remember those. It's everything else that won't be as easy. Vice versa, let's go this way now. So you're starting with the power chord again on the 5th fret for the perfect fifth. This time we're going to go up a fret each time. So minor 6 would be the 5 and the 8, for example. The major 6 would be 5 and 9 if you can stretch that. And then when we get to minor 7, I go across the E and the D string, so because obviously you can't exactly stretch between like 5 and 10 and 11 for example. So a minor 7 would be the 5 on the E, 5 on the D. Major 7 would be 5 on the E, 6 on the D, okay? And then finally you get to an octave, which would be 5 on the E, 7 on the D, which you're most likely familiar with if you're a guitarist. So that's basically the way that I break intervals down, the way that I kind of apply them to the guitar, and the way that I learn, teach, and practice these. I hope that this method is like something that resonates with you, something that you understand. If there's any further questions, just leave them below in the comments. Thanks for watching once again, and I'll see you in the next video.